Hi everyone! So I've had some changes in my life and to the channel in the past few months. And some things people have noticed and have been asking me about. So I wanted to address some of this news. So first things first, the name of the channel has been changed. The channel is now called Chibi Sky RC. The old channel name was pretty basic and had a hard time standing out from other unrelated channels and videos, so I decided to change the name to something that would stand out much more. I had originally called the channel Han's Hobbies because it was literally a channel to record my hobby adventures, mostly for myself. I also originally intended to do more than just RC. I wanted to make videos about Gundam and action figures and Warhammer 40k and whatever other geeky hobby I was enjoying, but as the channel grew, it seemed like no one really cared for any of my other content other than the RC stuff. Plus, I was already stretched pretty thin with my free time having so many different hobbies. So I decided to cut down on some of that and consolidate a little bit. At the start of the channel, I was also a college student getting my mechanical engineering degree. So I also had school on top of everything and also trying to maintain other personal relationships. It was just too much. It was not only just for my time, but also for my wallet. It was just way too much because I had never received anything I've shown on my channel for free, other than like presents from friends and family, and they've all had been from my own pocket. And with having so many hobbies, especially multiple expensive hobbies, especially like RC and Warhammer, it was just getting to be way too much. I've graduated now and I've moved out of my parents' house, so my living space has also gotten drastically smaller than it was when I first began making videos. And I also have a lot more bills to pay with and all that fun adult stuff. So anyway, because of all this, I've started dropping hobbies and consolidating them. And for the channel, I wanted to focus on my biggest and main hobby, which is RC. The name of the channel, I think, reflects that now, which I think is good. It's a hard thing not to notice, especially for people that have been around my channel for a while, and even for people that watch some of my older videos. But my voice sounds much different now than it did before. And people have been asking me what's been going on and stuff. Most people seem to think I was having an audio issue or something, which I thought was kind of funny. So this gets a little personal, but I've mentioned before a few times on the channel about how I've struggled with depression for a very long time. I struggled with it ever since I started high school, so it's hard for me to remember many times when I wasn't living with like a baseline of depression. And this depression, of course, made it hard for me to stay committed to like projects or videos, which is why, especially in the earlier days of my channel, there have been many times when I said I would make more videos about a certain topic or continue a certain project that I was working on, and it just never happened. But at the start of this year, though, I figured out what was going on with me. So I recently painted up some bodies, and here they are. I think they are just lovely colors. They're actually three of my favorite colors. Um, and these have been my favorite colors for a long while. But these colors, though, are actually the colors of the transgender pride flag. On top of the losi, actually, with all the stripes, is actually the trans flag. So why do I have these trans flag colored cars? Well, I'm a transgender woman, and I'm referred to with she, her pronouns. I know transgender people have been a political flashpoint, unfortunately, so some people probably clicked off the video by now, or maybe they're headed to my comment section to leave some less than lovely messages, but transgender people have always existed in the world, and just like how gay people and other LGBT people have been cast aside or even criminalized in the past, the same thing has happened to transgender people, but we've always been here and we will continue to be here. So for a lot of people, I may be the first transgender person you're directly interacting with or watching, and they may be having a hard time understanding what it means to be transgender. A good way to think about it is with left-handed people. If you look at the statistics of the number of left-handed people in America, it seems like the number of people grew as time went on. But this wasn't because more people are becoming or choosing to be left-handed, but simply that being left-handed became less and less stigmatized and more accepted as normal. So more people started to identify as and openly be left-handed. Also, if you're left-handed or right-handed and you try to do things with your non-dominant hand, it's very uncomfortable and makes it very difficult or sometimes even impossible to do things. This is basically how things are for trans people, but instead of just your dominant hand, it's your entire identity and your entire existence. So trying to live as someone we're not is deeply uncomfortable, to say the least. And we've always existed, but as society becomes more accepting, more people are coming out of the closet and living as their true selves and leading happier lives. For me, trying to live as a boy caused me a lot of discomfort and self-hatred and depression, which made it very difficult for me to do things. But now that I've accepted myself for who I truly am, a trans girl, I am much happier than I've ever been, and because I don't have to worry about hiding behind a mask, I can focus more energy into things I want to do, like play with RCs and make videos for you. This is where my change in voice comes in. A quick disclaimer though, a trans person's medical transition is very personal information, so not every trans person will be open to talking about it, and that's their right. But as part of my transition, I have been taking essentially estrogen pills. And while the hormones change a lot about my body, the one thing it doesn't change, unfortunately, is my voice. Since I already went through testosterone-based puberty, my voice has been deepened and there isn't anything that can be done to reverse it. So what I've been doing, and what a lot of trans women do, is go through voice training to feminize their voice.
My old voice is still here, but I prefer not to use it because it makes me very uncomfortable to use, and honestly at this point it kind of hurts my throat to use.
But anyway, it's something I'm working on still, so it's something that may continue to evolve as I make more videos, and making videos for everyone really helps me develop my voice since I'm forced to use it. So it's been helping me a lot, and I hope everyone don't mind it too much. But despite all the changes, the most important thing to keep in mind is I'm still here as the same person that you have all known since the beginning of my channel. I still love the same things I did, still have the same experiences and opinions that I did, and just overall, I'm the same person. I know not everyone will accept me for who I am, but I hope some of you will understand and stick around and continue enjoying this wonderful hobby of ours together. I have a lot of videos planned, and there's always lots of cool stuff being churned up at the RC factories and companies, so there will always be something shiny and new to check out. And for those of you that have been around since the beginning, and hopefully stick around, I thank you so much for enjoying my content and really helping me enjoy the RC hobby so much. I'd love to make a follow-up video to this one for anyone that has any questions, so leave them down below and I will answer them in a future video. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Have fun with RC, and until next time.